welcome to the inaugural episode of Split Personalities. We are a show hosted by twins, Bob and Ray. We are two mid-30s, unfortunately heading towards late 30s. Twins,
Yep.
obnoxiously tall, as you can tell from us sitting.
Yeah, of course.
And we got kind of bored with our lives and did what a lot of mediocre hacks do. We started a podcast. So I am my twin brother over here, Ray. Say hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
As you can tell, we have just started the show, so we're both a little nervous. We're trying to debate whether or not we need to be super scripted or not, or whether we should just go off the cuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll get there.
Yeah.
First episode. So, cheers.
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 Clink.
Link. By the way, I am holding a Noble Beast glass. For those of you, did you mention Cleveland?
I haven't mentioned that.
Okay.
We're filming in Cleveland.
I wasn't totally paying attention. Okay, yeah. So we're Clevelanders. Noble Beast is a local Cleveland brewery. Bob's holding a Toronto brewery glass.
This is called Collective Arts
Scrooge in Toronto for a buddy's bachelor party. Shout out, Phil. Anyways, yeah. So we're Clevelanders. I think like one of our hopes is to get sponsorships. Hopefully, like if you like this, please. I told Bob that it was going to be my goal to get like Noble Beast as a sponsor. I don't know how many podcasts have like local brewery sponsoring them, but like, Noble Beast.
It would be awesome. We are, again, as I said, we are like many others who are doing podcasts these days or stuff on YouTube. We are bored, mediocre hacks. We are not above bribery. We will sell our souls to whoever. So if you're a sponsor, all about that money.
The green
stuff. So if you're a local sponsor or an international sponsor or a national sponsor or an intergalactic sponsor, we're looking for sponsorship. We love that money. We also love free shit.
Yes.
And especially if that free shit is beer.
Yep.
We were both actually drinking, even though I'm drinking out of a Toronto beer glass and you're drinking out of a Noble Beast glass. We're both drinking Masthead beer.
Yeah.
Shout out Masthead. We'd love for you to be a sponsor. We love your beer. Please give us your beer for free.
Huge West Coast IPA fans. They make fantastic West Coast IPAs.
Yeah. I do the hazies every now and then, but Ray really doesn't like the hazy beer.
No, I was into it. Like when it feels like a couple of years ago, like it became a thing, and then like it's all you can find now on shelves. Like anytime you look for an IPA, the thing I hate too is like picking up a can saying like this is an IPA or like a double IPA, and I'm like, oh cool, and then I read the description. I have to like go to read the description to figure out if it's a hazy beer.
You just don't trust it. You don't trust what it says.
No,
Wait.
You cannot. They will not. They do not like label hazy. Not everyone does that. Like,
well, is there a distinction between hazy and New England? Do you like New England style beers? Because I feel like a lot of New England styles are hazy.
Exactly.
And and kind of like unfiltered.
I mean, aren't they one and the same now? I don't know. I'm not a brewer. I love the products, but
anyways, Masthead, Noble Beast. I don't want to disrespect anybody. I'm not as big of a Great Lakes fan anymore.
Just a personal preference on the hazies. Like if you love hazies, that's your thing. Go for it.
Anyways, we're looking for sponsorships, especially if you're a brewer, because we love beer.
Yeah, we love beer.
So, anyways, today's topic for our inaugural episode is about a thing that is dear to our hearts from our childhood. We are the last two of seven.
From our brother's childhood, yeah.
From our brother's childhood. We are the last two of seven children. You.
Yeah.
But because of
Catholic family.
Yeah, right, exactly. God bless her mom. Mm-hmm. Because Ray and I were the last two, a lot of the cultural references that we inherited growing up were like 80s stuff. We were technically born in the 80s, 1989, the very tail end of the 80s. But we grew up with, the toys we played with in the house, like G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
What are other 80s toys?
They were Transformers.
And that's our topic today.
Exactly.
that was the big one. Transformers were the big toy.
And
And
I remember like thinking back about the Transformers toys too, by the way, like not to go on a tangent, like I remember them being made out of like a heavy metal. Do you remember that?
the Generation Ones were, I think.
Yeah, these like toys were like weapons.
I feel like I remember that about Starscream specifically.
I remember holding, I have a
Like
vivid memory.
Didn't Tony have a Starscream and we were really pissed off about it? Did we have
Yeah,
Starscream? We had Optimus, I think.
Optimus. That's what I remember holding Optimus Prime, even as a kid, being like, "Wow, this is like pretty rough. This is some hard metal."
Yeah.
Anyways, just weird, like thinking about toys you played with back in the day.
So, anyways, getting back to Transformers, not that we got off that topic, but uh the motivation for this first episode was in recent weeks and months, and I'm really mad that I did not pull the trigger on some of these, is that I've been captivated by the 1986 Studio Series. It's technically called Studio Series 86 Transformers. It is a toy line that is based on the 1986 Transformers film, which Ray and I consumed much of growing up.
Yeah,
And we inherited the interest in that from our brother John. Shout out John.
yeah.
But
Who is a collector?
who is a collector? And I would love to talk to him about this actually, because I wondered like he's got to be into some of these,
Yeah.
because it's obviously like we were tangent to him interested. I don't know if I'm using the right word here. We were adjacent Transformers fans because of him, but he was like directly their consumer. He saw the film in the theaters.
Well, it's funny. Like we don't, the film for the 80s, the original Transformers, the film is our point of reference. I think for us,
that's like
we never watched a cartoon.
Right, the show, and honestly, if you go back and watch some of the show, it's fucking terrible. It's like the animation and the voicing.
You can't watch the movie, which was freaking amazing, and I mean, pretty. I don't want to say R, but like PG-13 at the very least.
I mean, they kill. It was weird,
Yeah, growing up watching the cartoon, like after that being your first introduction.
Well, but I mean, like it's weird to watch a cartoon series, especially one like that where every episode sort of resolved, and maybe not in a happy way, but like, and I'm talking as if I know the show. I didn't watch the show; we watched the movie, but like. Everybody dies in the movie. And it's really weird watching a childhood show and being like, oh wow, these characters like that you really grew with over the series, over the years that you were watching up until that point. It's like all of these figures die.
Yeah. I feel like in a weird way that was also like a first introduction to death almost as a child.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, because I mean, one scene we might get into it, but one scene in particular early on in the movie when the big character dies. Like, there's a big scene about it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. But I mean, it's from the freaking 80s, man. Come on.
That's the joke.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm sorry, I go off on tangents. I don't know where I was going with this. But anyways, like as a kid,
I think you're like saying seeing Optimus die. It was sort of like, what? Like this guy can't die.
Yeah, and everyone's like sad. The kid's like crying, like on his dead shoulder. It's like, oh, like death.
And both leaders technically die because Megatron dies from well, actually he doesn't die, he's like jettisoned from Astro Train.
Yeah.
Which is a toy that's not been released in the series and needs to be released. But I think from Reddit, like from the deep corners of the internet that I've scoured when getting interested in doing research on this, I think Astro Train's one that's coming out. But shockingly, I think Optimus just came out recently. I know somebody's going to quote me on this and say I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong. But Ultra Magnus has come out. Like some of and they scale in size, right? The cheaper ones are like the cheaper, like not as important characters tend to be like 4 to 4.5 inches. Like there are certain terminology for classes. Like Optimus is a bigger figure. He's like the Commander series.
Okay.
I'm nerding out about this, but I'm not nerdy enough to know like this terminology. But I do know that they scale differently. So like they're all part of the 86 toy line series, but like the deluxe are like the baseline. And then it's like Voyager, then leader class, and then and then Commander class, which is like the bigger guys like Optimus and Megatron and all them. Optimus was released. Ultra Magnus were released. They're in that kind of Commander class scale. Megatron's going to be released, and I think Soundwave and Astro Train are supposed to be released too. More of the good guys have been released than the bad guys, which is kind of interesting.
Sorry, say that again.
Bray's not listening. Right?
No,
I hope that you and the audience are listening. We need to get above 0 subscribers.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, by the way.
Like and
hit that
subscribe.
like button, hit that subscribe button. We watch a lot of YouTube videos. We know they say that.
Yes.
So anyways, I was saying that
All right, I have like ADD, ADHD, whatever.
not that you care.
Sometimes I do zone out and go off tangents.
Not that you care, but I'm joking, by the way. They've released more of the good guys than the bad guys.
Okay.
At least
for me, like I feel like I'd be more interested in owning more bad guy characters. Just so much more interesting.
Well, the most interesting one, and I'll post. I want to look at these because I want you to get as excited about this as I am. But the thing that got me on this series when I saw this toy, I said I need to have that, was Coronation Starscream.
Yes. Okay. Yes. This is
Who also dies in the movie.
Yeah, I know. He's like in his coronation suit for like 5 minutes. he only gets to
He's
enjoy
leader of the Decepticons for
like,
about 5 seconds.
Yeah. So he only gets to enjoy it for a very brief amount of time.
He gets a crown, which Megatron never had.
True.
I always wonder how I always wonder how Starscream convinced the rest of the Decepticons that he should be the leader. He's like the most annoying guy in the group, and it's like I feel like he's the guy nobody takes seriously, but somehow he like everybody's like, oh yeah, we're gonna crown Starscream. We just lost this huge battle on Earth to the Autobots. We're retreating. We're shamefully retreating. Starscream just jettisoned our old leader who was damaged but not dead, so he's betrayed us. He's betrayed the guy that we were all loyal to, and he's really annoying. And I just feel like he's not that great of a warrior. Like I feel like in the show, and again, this is me speaking from not watching a lot of the show, but watching the movie. I feel like in the movie he's kind of the klutz. Like he doesn't come off as a good warrior. He seems to like make a lot of mistakes. He when they're about to attack the planet, what was the thing that he says something to Megatron, and Megatron says, "You're an idiot, Starscream. When we slipped by their early warning signals."
Yeah.
Like Starscream isn't a good.
Yeah, what did he say?
I don't remember what he said.
His plan was.
He's not a good strategist. Like he's not good at war. He's not a good fighter. He's annoying, and he's not trustworthy. Like, and yet he's the one that gets crowned and gets the cape and the crown and everybody. I feel like it's just for the sake of the movie to move the plot along that they just allow this. But it's just like, why would anybody give this shit over? Why the fuck would anybody give the leadership role over to Starscream? That's complete bullshit.
Yeah.
That's a movie plot. It's a movie. What do they call it?
Pothole.
Pothole. Yes.
I mean, does anyone really ask questions like in a dictatorship? That's essentially what it was, right?
I guess that's true.
I
mean, like
they should have you seen
honor among thieves kind of thing.
Have you seen a Death of Stalin?
I've not.
Okay, it's
unlike Starscream, Stalin was a real person.
Yeah.
And not a robot.
Yeah, look that up. Check your history books if they haven't taken that out yet.
They might
not to get political, but
yeah, yeah. It was good while it lasted.
Yeah, we do live in Ohio. Let's see. What was I going to say? No, so Death of Stalin is basically like a dark comedy. Dark comedy of like Stalin all of a sudden dies, and then like the heads of the state are all like fighting behind the scenes to figure out.
Is this a movie? What is this?
It's a movie.
Okay.
When did this come out? A couple of years ago. I feel like maybe it was like right before the pandemic.
Is this a U.S. film or is this an international film?
Like,
because we know international films have been tariffed now.
What's that?
international films have been tariffed.
Oh,
I don't know what that means, but
no.
actually, Wes Anderson made a funny comment about that because he was like, "How would you?" He essentially was like, he was making a joke at the administration because he was like, I don't know that they know how films work because like you don't bring a film into the country. Like it's not necessarily a physical item you're bringing. Like, oh, I'm going to charge you for these plastic toys you're importing into our country. You know,
Yeah.
it's like he kind of made a joke of like, well, I don't know how that's going to work. You know, they don't really tariff films. Anyway, sorry. I was like, that reminded me of that me asking if it's an international film reminded me of that joke that Wes Anderson was making about tariffing films.
Yeah. But it was like, yeah, Death Star and Dark Comedy. It's like he dies, and they're all Steve Buscemi's in it, and then they're all like infighting behind the scenes to figure out who's going to be the next leader. They should make a sequel to this movie that takes place at the point where we leave the Decepticons when they leave planet Earth, and then the point where we rejoin them when Starscream dies. It's like the in between period where they figure out like Starscream, like sort of Death Stalin thing where they like fight over who's going to be the next leader.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Anyways, it's like Megatron basically comes back and retakes his throne. Anyways, like
Yeah,
basically like it lasts. I mean, it lasts all of 5 seconds for Starscream. Rest in peace, Starscream. And then Megatron just like make Galvatron. He turns. We missed a big point of the movie where Unicron, the planet-eating size transformer. Well, apparently the Autobots and Decepticons up until this point never had any awareness of. How does
yeah,
it? How does it? Yeah, like how timeline wise, as far as like Transformers is concerned, like they go. If you think about the movie, they go like years without being worried about this planet-sized monster that somehow has not impacted
yeah. I
them.
think word would spread
Right.
about that.
Like who made him? Like how did he? Like it is literally the size of a planet that consumes other planets. Like one, I don't even know how Transformers in general get made. Like in these films,
No.
like how do they come to life? And then who made the planet-sized one? And who the fuck thought it was a good idea to make a planet-sized? Let's give him all the power.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like let's make this guy so powerful that like we like there must be a bigger transformer than him, right?
We need to flesh out some more of the Transformers lore.
Yeah, there's a lot of plot holes here.
Yeah.
Like really, though this is a movie made for children, so obviously it's like, well, they're not gonna. Honestly, the reason the movie was made too, by the way, what we talked earlier about this episode and the odd, weird thing about being a kid watching a cartoon and seeing cartoon characters die.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole point of the movie was to generate a new toy line. Like
Yeah.
they had created these characters in this universe, and they couldn't create. They sold all of them. The generation one, they sold them all, right?
Yeah.
And so they're like, shit, we sold all these toys, but the point of the show is to sell these toys. It's capitalism. The green sponsor. We need sponsorship, guys, and beer. Shout out also Bookhouse Brewery.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing. I was always wearing some sort of like brewery thing. Midnight Owl Brewing.
That was from. That is in Cleveland.
Yeah,
I was thinking of the one that you
East
went
Side.
to in. What was the one you went to in New Orleans?
Did you get a parlor? Yes, I do have a parlor.
Because you went to New Orleans a few days earlier than all of us. This was for a bachelor party. Ray went a few days earlier than the rest of us because he's in Psycho.
Dude, like, well, we were going for someone's bachelor party, Max's. And I was like,
Max's, yeah.
I love New Orleans. Like, you know, when we get there, it's going to be all about Max. Totally fine.
Well, it was his bachelor party.
His bachelor party. Like, it's his show. But I was like, but I love New Orleans, so like, I want to go like do my own thing for a couple days. It actually turned out fine because like no one had any plans in this bachelor party. It feels like.
Well, I mean,
it's a bachelor party.
Well, also like, I mean, like I feel like we plan out our trips.
Yeah.
Well, we actually have to do this for Ireland, but
And Lisbon.
we haven't done anything for that. We're traveling internationally.
Speaking of which, and you talked about talking to John, like maybe we might do an episode there. We'll see. Like,
yeah,
if this keeps going,
hey, if you guys are interested, you guys follow us.
if you want to see episode
like and subscribe.
A random apartment in Lisbon.
Yeah,
or wherever the hell we rented a B&B.
I may take some of this shitty equipment that I got and bring it with us to overseas, and maybe we'll film something over there.
So if you want to send us some euros too.
Euros. Because the US dollar might
dollars plummeting.
Send us some euros.
Yes.
Pounds. Anyways.
Pure gold.
Pure. So yes, the film. So
can you flesh out the plot for people?
Well, I think it's pretty simple, right? Like, let's do a summary of the movie, right? So the movie starts in the near future, 2004.
Is that when it starts?
Yes.
It's so funny, like thinking about these movies. Like,
so I feel like everybody, you're a little bit behind because this movie was shot in the 80s. And despite that, you're not further behind, but you're still behind because the future that it's set in is about 21 years ago.
But Blade Runner is the same thing where it's like, when was that set? Like 2008 or something?
Was it like the original Blade Runner?
You have to think 2049 was the sequel.
Okay.
I wonder how much time they split between the two. I don't know. Anyways, it's weird to like these movies that came out like in the 80s or whatever.
They're very aspirational.
Kind of thinking like 2000, the future.
We'll have traveled space by then.
Yes, exactly.
Well, technically we have traveled space, the moon, but they're a little bit more optimistic about how much our. I mean, I don't know. I'll get into it. Not that science matters nowadays.
Yeah.
But they were much more aspirational about how far we would get, as far as space went.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the future, 2004, and the Autobots and the Decepticons have been fighting it out for a while now. Nobody's gained an edge. They all landed on Earth at some point, right? Like they crash landed on Earth. All this time passes, which leads to a completely different series, which was Beast Wars. Which was a branch of
what we saw like as kids.
We actually in real time grew up with that.
It's so funny. Like I remember, like there's an episode. Don't they find the crash ship?
Yes, that was like that was one of the big finales of one of the seasons. Was they found Optimus and they found the Decepticons inside of the crashed Ark.
Yeah. So and like I remember as a kid. I remember as a kid, like that blew my mind. I was like, wait, this is part of the Transformers? Like this is before Marvel and everything's multiverse now.
They didn't do a very good job early in that. If I'm recalling this correctly, I don't feel like they did a very good job of connecting the two.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is like Transformers, but different.
Oh, these are animals that transform. Like, oh shit, we got to bring the old Transformers.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like they decided at some point, like. I think it would be obvious to somebody who grew up with Transformers that these two things were linked.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like the people who created the show, I feel like at some point like, shit, we got to bring the like old Transformers into this at some point.
Yeah.
We'll link the two.
Plus, we had never seen the original cartoon, so we didn't know that they crash land.
Right. They scan everything, right?
Yeah.
Like the ship scans. That's why they turn into cars because
by the time they wake up, there's cars, which is why, like in Beast Wars, like by the time when they land on the planet, it's just like mammals. It's all that is on the planet. Mankind hasn't evolved yet, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, there's no humans. It's like prehistoric times,
right?
And like
and one of them was a saber tooth, yeah.
Which then points to how long they were. I feel like the original show does reference this, but it's like I feel like they were asleep for like thousands of years, right?
I think so.
I don't know, or millions of years, depending on how far back that we think Beast Wars was. So okay. That's a tangent that we just went on.
Wait, did the Decepticons then go to sleep too?
How
did that work?
I feel like in the Beast Wars show, there was fighting that was like when Primal, right? Optimus Primal isn't his name.
I guess.
They gotta make that shit so obvious. Optimus Primal finds the crashed Ark. He goes into it, and he one, like the Transformers are like so much bigger than the Beast Wars. That's one thing I remember. They were like they were minuscule. They were tiny compared to the
Yeah,
Transformers.
exactly. I remember that too.
But he goes into the ship, and I think the dinosaur guy goes into it. One like the bad guy essentially.
That Megatron version.
Yeah, it goes into it. The T Rex guy. Um, so Optimus goes into the ship first, and I think that there are like fighting scenes that happen. Somehow they all just fall asleep. I don't understand.
Oh, you know what? I think they were
What's
all
this?
on the ship together, like fighting. The
Yeah,
crash,
right. Like much like the
Like
movie.
Decepticons and Autobots are fighting on the ship. It crashes, and for whatever reason, they all fall asleep. They got hit by like an EMP or something.
Right. Yeah, I don't think they ever really explained that. But like I don't think that was the case in the original Transformers show though. Like I do remember watching back some old episodes, and I think I remember watching the very first Transformers episode, and I thought that the Autobots and Decepticons both landed on Earth, but like separate places. But then they both went through similar processes where they scanned the planet
Right.
for things that they could morph into, transform
Right.
into. But I don't remember them being on the same ship attacking each other.
I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, we got one on tangent here. What were we
Okay,
talking about?
fuck Beast Wars.
Yeah, fuck Beast Wars.
Transformers 1986. So the Transformers and Decepticons have been fighting for a while. Nobody's gained an edge in the fight. Somehow the Decepticons took over Cybertron because in the movie they own
Yeah.
Cybertron. So I don't remember exactly why that
It's
happens.
a kid show. I don't have to explain a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, Decepticons own Cybertron now.
I'm sure somebody who's more versed in this would know. Ray and I only know the film.
No, yeah.
We do not know the show. So like our reference point to Transformers, which is why I love this new toy series. Not new. It's apparently been around since 2022, 2021 maybe. Which is why I can't find some of these motherfucking figures. I can't. Coronation Starscream is Grimlock is $400 fucking dollars, which he probably retailed at like $80. They're supposed to re-release him. That's the one I want. I want Coronation Starscream too, but he's fucking like $100 or some shit like that. I was looking him up, and then like I kept getting linked to like eBay, and it would be like, oh, $17, and I click into it. It's his fucking cape.
Just his cape?
Just the cape, because apparently he's the same toy mold as another Starscream that was released for like the Earthrise series.
Huh.
And so he's the exact same figure, but some people weren't able to get Coronation, so they just buy his fucking cape. They probably sold the crown to or some shit like that. eBay fucking sucks sometimes. The internet sucks too. Anyways, so Decepticons.
Speaking of which, subscribe.
Yeah, we're on the internet.
Find us on the internet.
Find us on the internet.
Sucks.
Commodify us.
Yes.
We again, we're mediocre hacks. We have no talent, and we can be bought. So sponsors, beer sponsors. Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland, we love you. Sponsors.
The land.
The movie begins with the Autobots planning to make an assault on Cybertron.
Yeah.
And the Decepticons become aware of this, and they decide to preemptively attack the Autobots on Earth with the intent to wipe them out. And they attack the Autobot city known as...
What is Autobot city known as? I can't remember.
I have trivia questions. That was one.
Jazz to Moonbase 2. Jazz to Moonbase 2. What the hell is it? Just Autobot City?
Yes, it's Autobot
Yeah,
City.
okay, exactly.
Now, there was another like name for it in the trivia shit that I was looking up, but like basically even the trivia question said, it's pretty much just called Autobot City. In the movie. So the aptly named Autobot City. So, which is that their only city? I don't understand. When did that city get formed? Like, did the humans just allow them to create their own city?
I don't know, but it's like a fortress, like huge
Well, it turns into a
guns.
fortress.
Yeah, exactly.
They can transform. The
Yeah,
Transformers
can
can
you like?
transform.
I'm trying to think of like United Nations in this world. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Like, you guys can just have this.
Well,
huge-
it's like, why don't we appease them because they could just destroy us?
maybe I guess I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's funny. Like, they don't go really into that. Like, where how do the Transformers, like in the cartoon universe and in this future that's set in this movie, like interact with human society? Like, the only human you meet is that kid and his dad. They're the
Spike.
only Spike. Yeah, there's like
Whoa,
no.
the fish are biting, Spike.
Yeah, exactly.
Or wait, no, Dano. Spike's the dad, right?
No, wait, Dan's the dad. Is he?
No, Dano. Doesn't Hot Rod say Dano when the fish are biting?
Oh yeah. He does. I
I
think.
think Spike's the dad. And Dan, what, Witty? What the fuck is his name? Dan something.
He has a last name.
Yes.
Used
But
to
like
be.
most humans, he has a.
Yeah,
at
but
least a
I
first
didn't know
last
they
name.
mentioned it in the movie.
Well, I think if you look him up, like if you look this shit up, like I've been doing,
Wikipedia.
yeah, I just don't remember his fucking name. He's inconsequential. He can't even transform. He does at some point in the movie, but he takes him a while to do it.
Yeah, that suit. Which,
His
like, if
exo
you
suit
did it
was
wrong,
exo
like,
suit.
wouldn't you break your limb or something? You're transforming.
Like you didn't have your arm in all
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Well, and
But like,
it
seems
would
like super dangerous.
it would definitely have to be fitted to him because if it bent not at his elbow and like up by his
Yeah, if it
shoulder,
went like
it'd break
this
his
way,
fucking arm.
like this way instead of like this way, like
That is a good point. That would be a terrifying suit to be in.
yeah, no,
Because you're like, I hope to God this thing bends in the way that it needs to.
yeah. Like in the movie, just see him transform and then him scream and pain.
Like all the Transformers that die, he's one of the characters that dies in the movie.
And they're like, oh yeah, humans have bones.
Right. Yeah, the exosuit. So yeah, so the Decepticons attack Earth because they're aware that the Autobots are going to try to retake Cybertron, but they
But
also
also, there's the bad guys.
it's true. Bad guys do bad things.
Yes.
And so the way that they get to Autobot City is by first attacking a shuttle. And
Yeah, the Autobot show.
right. And so they launch from this moon base, right? They launch from the moon base, one of the moons that's orbiting Cybertron. The Autobots ship launches Ironhide, is one of the people that's on it. They're transferring Energon to Earth.
Yeah.
Or are they going to Earth to get Energon? I feel like that's not explained. Is that explained?
No, there's something.
We don't, because Optimus
There's
has that
something
line.
Optimus says at the very beginning.
We don't have enough Energon cubes
to powerful scale assault.
Right. So they can't attack. They don't have the resources at hand to make an attack on Cybertron, and Ironhide's a little bit mad about it. This Decepticon, what do you say?
Creeps. I want to bust some Deceptichops.
Deceptichops. Ironhide's that figure, actually, one of the figures I want to get. So Ironhide goes on the ship with a couple other dudes.
Yeah, he delivers that sweet line and then immediately dies when the Decepticons. Okay, I imagine like if you're a kid.
So this is the first big death scene.
I think again, like imagine if you're a kid like John was, like in the '80s, our brother John.
Oh yeah, you're in the movie theater, be like, what the fuck?
You're going to the movie theater. I'm like, I'm going to go see Transformers. You sit down. These
are my favorite people.
This scene happens, and I imagine in the cartoons, anytime they shoot something, it just like hits the wall or
nobody dies. They've had all these conflicts.
It's like what's that show in the '80s? The A-Team. Where they had guns and all stuff, but they would shoot around the criminals.
Just like the worst shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Planet.
It's like
I feel like Naked Gun kind of make fun of that stuff.
Maybe, yeah, they might have. Anyways, like, yeah, imagine like when the scene hits in the movie, like if you're a kid who was a fan of the show, you must have been horrified. Right. Like us not having that point of reference, we're just like, oh, cool.
Yeah, we watched it. We're
robots
like,
shooting each
sweet,
other
like,
to death.
oh, sweet. It's a cartoon.
That was
Everybody
it is a
dying.
pretty sweet scene, but I imagine like if Ironhide or like any or a ton of like main characters of the show just like up and dying that scene.
Yeah, we were like, I didn't even know that could happen. Like
Yeah.
that had to have been a culture shock for a kid who was watching. Like, we don't have to ask John about this, but like
Mhm.
for a kid, if he can even remember back then what he thought in the theater, but like for a kid like who's been watching the show forever, and uh and you see a laser shot like let's happened in all these shows before, and yet it pierces
But
through
this
the
time it finally hits and goes
it
through
goes
the
through like
robot.
what? They fell to the ground. They're gonna get back up, right? No,
Yeah, it's
no,
like
no.
this is the whole time Megatron could turn in a gun and couldn't hit shit.
Though the weird thing about that
He
is,
turns in a really cool gun, which Starscream then
yeah, which
uses to
which
kill
why yeah, which
Autobots.
for some reason he trusts to be in the hand of Starscream.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, so they attack the shuttle, Megatron, Starscream, and the rest of them, and they use that shuttle to sneak past Earth's defenses to get to the Autobot city. And then they essentially like are everything's going to plan. They're incognito going in there, and then Hot Rod and Dano
Just fishing.
just out there fishing, having a good
Hey,
time.
Decepticon.
And Hot Rod zooms into the ship. He's like, "What?" Or actually, no. Danny says, "Hot Rod, there's a hole in the shuttle."
He goes to
And he goes, "What?" Zoom, 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 zoom.
yeah.
And then he starts shooting at it.
You know those things like in certain cities where like you put a quarter in and you just like look through and see the skyline. It's essentially the device he uses to
Yeah.
see.
He zooms in on the ship.
Yeah, zoom in on the ship.
And then he sees Decepticons on there, shoots it down. Cup's like, "What the fuck are you doing, Hot Rod?" And
Yeah.
Hot Rod blasts a pretty big hole through that. Like, I'm like, what kind of fucking cannons are on Hot Rod's arm?
Yeah.
He's got like these arm cannons, and he blasts a pretty goddamn big hole in that shit. And
when he turns in a car, the cannons on his arm are what the exhaust, right?
right, yeah,
He's got like 6 exhaust ports, like so 3 cannons on each side.
right. So he blasts a fucking hole through that thing, and then the Decepticons pour out. They attack Autobot City. Lawn battles happen. Blah blah blah. A bunch of other figures die. You've got new characters to the show who weren't there before, like Springer and RC
And
Blur, defending. And was Ultra Magnus there before? She knew. This
Uh,
was like a movie. It was a way to not
I
only
feel like
kill
Ultra
off.
Magnus wasn't in the cartoon show. I don't know for sure. Correct me if
Yeah,
I'm wrong. But it's so funny. He's the character who looks most like Optimus Prime,
which is
of
why he
course.
gets the leadership first.
Exactly.
And so a battle ensues. Nobody's nobody's taking like the lead in the battle. The Decepticons are like, shit, we need to like try to break through their defenses. They get the Constructicons to form Devastator to break through.
Mhm.
They do break through, and then Megatron's like, let the slaughter. What is he? He says some shit.
Bob's definitely afraid to, or not afraid, allergic to cats. So sorry.
He said, like, let the slaughter begin. At that point, reinforcements arrive.
Mhm.
Optimus and the Dinobots come.
The Dinobots,
Me Grimlock.
who speak like cavemen.
Yes.
They just say me Grimlock.
They haven't been educated as well as the others.
Yeah.
The Dinobots and Optimus come. They save the day, but in saving the day, Optimus dies. He's like wounded to the point of death.
Yeah.
And same with not entirely the same with Megatron, like we said earlier. Like he just gets jettisoned by Starscream's betrayal.
Yeah.
But
which brings like Optimus Prime arriving brings forth like maybe the second most, I don't want to say what's the right word, important, but second most like standout sort of thing of this movie is the freaking soundtrack.
Oh,
This movie, like we have friends that we have turned onto the soundtrack.
Again, Ray and I were born in '89. We got keyed into the existence of this movie by our brother who grew up with it. Thus, we grew up with a lot of cultural references from the '80s that a lot of people that we went to college with were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "Okay, we just need to watch this movie."
Yeah. So we made a lot of friends watch it and delivered and sell something. Sponsor.
Sponsor.
Losing. Like, you're going to be on this podcast.
This is where editing comes in. He still got his fucking mic on, so I'm sure we're getting the feedback from that. He's talking the goddamn delivery guy.
Something shield. He has something written on his chest. It says something shield. So I'm assuming some sort of house protection.
Rhino shield?
No, like said. I don't know. It began with an E. I don't know what it was.
Okay,
I didn't care enough to find out. I just basically told him to go to hell.
Okay, good job. We try to be rude as we can to people on the show. We're taking too long to get through this plot. I can't remember, why do the Autobots leave Earth?
Wait, I'm trying to think of this too.
Because they get in the two ARC ships and they leave Earth.
Yeah, they all of a sudden take off.
Like they're repairing Autobot City after the battle.
They leave. Optimus dies. Why did they leave?
I don't feel like I don't.
Oh, Moonbase 2 gets attacked.
Oh,
this brings us back to Unicron. So the tie-in here between Optimus and Unicron is all of a sudden, like, Optimus dies, and before he dies, he's like, "Hey, by the way, I had this thing in my chest all the time. It's pretty important. You might want to hang on to."
Optimus is like, "This fucking thing I got going on here, like, there's something important about this. We don't know why. I don't know.
There's why. There's no backstory. Again, this is another lore point that needs to be fleshed out. I feel like this got brought up in the Michael Bay movie too, like the Matrix of leadership thing, which is like, here you go, Ultra Magnus. By the way, I'm dead. When I die, like, my skin turns black.
Right. His metal.
Like, he goes from like red and
nobody else turned black, by the way.
Yeah, when they die, why did that happen?
And that ship attack that happens,
it's just like automatically rusted.
He's the only one.
Because like they do bring back Ultra Magnus later on in the movie, and when they put him back together, he's just building.
Yeah, right. Like somehow Ultra Magnus blows up into like a million pieces, and yet he can be saved and Prime can't.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't
know.
Anyways, okay. So the bigger point is that while they're collecting themselves after this battle, the Autobots find out that there's this giant planet guy named Unicron who is going to come eat all the planets that they care about. I think he's gonna go attack Cybertron, right?
Yeah.
Though he holds off on doing that because Megatron, now Galvatron, is loyal to him.
Yeah. So while Optimus is dying,
but Unicron's like, "Hey, you better fucking kill those guys, those Autobots, because he's got a Matrix thing." I don't know if he tells them that he has the Matrix. Does he tell him? I think he does. But he's like, "Hey,
yeah, he's like, the Matrix. It's the one thing, the only thing." By the way, freaking Orwell voiced Unicron.
Orson Welles.
Orwell
was the one who wrote.
Yes, Orwell, 1984. Orson Welles voiced Unicron, probably the biggest name on this movie.
Yeah, that was one of my trivia questions.
Yeah, well, I knew it.
A lot of these trivia questions were kind of fucking easy.
I swear to God, did you make this out of ChatGPT? I made one too.
I did, and I was wrong about some things. So actually, maybe it wasn't. I think
I had ChatGPT make some trivia questions for me for like the movie specifically.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, these are so easy.
Yeah, when it spit it out, I was like, I know this. I knew it was all 10. Yeah. I was like, I typed in Chat GPT. I was like, try harder. I'm disappointed in you, Chat GPT.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go get a napkin.
Gotta go up.
I gotta get a napkin.
Go,
My beer is spilled.
go for it. I'll talk while he's gone.
You can hear me, so I got my mic on still.
Okay. So he talked while I was gone. So I'm going to talk while he's gone and kind of flesh this out. So Optimus dies. While he's dying, we see the Decepticons fleeing. They're in space. And Starscream uses that opportunity to be like, see you, Megatron, throws him off the ship drifting into space. He just happens to bump into Unicron.
Floating in the middle of
As big
nowhere.
as space is, like, you just lucked out, buddy. I'm about to give you a second lease on life.
You're lucky day.
Oh, by the way, your name's Galvatron now. You're purple.
I can't fix you and still make you Megatron. I gotta make you somebody new. Hasbro needs to sell some more shit.
Yeah. I need another toy. Oh yeah, your voice is gonna change too.
Leonard Nimoy's voicing you now.
Which I hated. Like when his voice changed, I was like,
Yeah,
I liked his own voice. Yeah. Yeah, so he becomes Galvatron. He immediately Unicron just happens to have a crew. He's like, oh, by the way, like I have some buddies of mine who are going to join your crew. Oh no, it was other Decepticons. I was
yeah, he fixed them.
Yeah, he fixed them up too.
He also just had a ship that he pooped out of his
have
body.
a ship like inside his body. He's like, here, take this. I need it.
You might find this useful.
Yeah, so they immediately go back to what's the Cybertron?
Yeah,
go back to Cybertron.
He kills
Starscream as soon as he becomes the leader.
The Autobots do this long journey. They both get shot down on planets. One of them goes on a junk planet. The other one goes on a planet with the Sharkticons. Eventually they resolve that shit. They
need some like really annoying characters, like who's the kid with the thing?
The little bot?
The slingshot?
Wheelie.
He's the most annoying. Anytime he speaks in the movie, it's like the most annoying thing. We do like they get on the junk planet, we get a weird sort of music fight scene with Weird Al.
Oh yeah, Weird Al Yankovic is in the movie. No, well, not in the movie, but it's music.
He has a song in the movie. Dare to be stupid.
Yes.
Dare to be stupid.
Which is an interesting fight song.
Yeah, interesting choice. It's like,
did he make that song for the movie, or was that a song they used for the movie?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It doesn't seem like a regular Weird Al song, though, doesn't it? Was that a parody of anything? I don't even know.
No, it wasn't.
So it looks like original song, which is.
It kind of sounds like Devo, but like. I mean, the junk people kind of look like Devo.
Yeah, they can do. The leader of junk people is also really annoying.
Well, they're bad. So I included them in the toys list, if we even get to this at this point. But like, I included them among the bad guys because they fight them.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's fast forward. Let's get through this recap of the movie. They get off the planets. They find Unicron. They punch through him, and at some point, Hot Rod, who's now like he's not the leader. Like Ultra Magnus is still kind of the leader, but Hot Rod is inside the bowels of Unicron, there to try to save some of the won't destroy him, but also like he ends up saving some of the other Autobots who've already been eaten by Unicron. By the way, Unicron at this point is eating Galvatron too, because Unicron has started to attack Cybertron, and Galvatron, as a Decepticon, is really pissed off about this. And Hot Rod is fighting Galvatron inside the bowels of Unicron. He opens the Ultra Magnus makes the mistake when they're on a drug planet, thinking that that was the time for him to open the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't fucking figure it out. He's like,
No,
this is
yeah.
one of the we're not getting the trivia questions, but this is one of the trivia questions.
He's like, by the way, I didn't
open, damn it.
Yeah, I didn't destroy this thing. I kept it.
Somebody says damn it in a kid's movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They also say like shit. They dropped some adult language in this movie. I'm trying to think here. Yeah. So
Ultra Magnus.
Galvatron keeps it.
Well, Galvatron keeps it because he's using it as leverage against.
Yeah, exactly.
Unicron.
And then when he has to like put up or shut up, he can't open the stupid thing.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Nobody knows how to fuck to open this.
Yeah.
And then Hot Rod's little
dainty
fingers fit through the holes, and he opens up the matrix, and he becomes he grows he evolves into like this bigger.
Yeah. Also, when he transforms into a car again, he's a truck.
He's like this big van.
Yeah, which is like.
But they try to make it cool and sporty by.
It's like he was already a cool sports car. Like made it like this weird.
Now he's a mom man.
This lame
with weird it's
with
like
a weird attachment.
Mom that doesn't want to like lose her cool childhood, and like it has fire painted on the sides.
Yeah.
And like these weird spokes. Hot Rod opens it. He becomes the leader of the Autobots. He kills Unicron by opening the Matrix. That's basically the movie ends with them essentially having defeated Unicron and taking Cybertron back.
Yeah,
and they say till all are one, and the end. He's
yeah. So now that they don't have the Matrix anymore, how do they do like the leadership transition? Like.
I don't know, like, because that would be passed
on to the next leader. No,
also, nobody can like grow bigger than they were, because he like grows bigger than he was. Like he becomes this whole different person by opening the Matrix.
Yeah,
which is weird.
No explanation needed. And you're like, yep, he's a leader.
Which you're kind of like, well, he needs to be bigger. Like, have you fucking seen Optimus and Ultra Magnus? They're huge, like way bigger than the rest of these guys. So like, we got to make him bigger, be some leader. So he's the only one who gets to morph into somebody else. Okay. We've talked about the movie.
Yes.
We've talked at length. We've gone on a million diatribes about this. Let's look at some of these action figures. Okay. Just came out. First one we're looking at, Studio Series 86-31. So that's the 31st figure to be, though some of these figures have been like skipped or not released. And so like 31 is not completely accurate, but the most recent, one of the more recent ones that's been released is Optimus. Look at these fucking gestures he's making.
Oh my gosh, so leaderly.
So he's pointing. He's making demands.
Pointing, yes.
That's how you know
he's delegating.
That's how you know he's a true leader. Delegation.
Yeah,
he has people to delegate to.
Exactly.
Turns into the truck. Okay, we like that. He's got his truck bed. He's got the little. I never really understood what this was. What is this thing?
What does anything ever happen to his truck bed?
Does anything ever? Does he ever use this thing? Like, what is this little like cart thing? Like, what is this little go-kart thing inside?
I feel like I've also seen like toys where like the truck bed opens and there's like a cannon in it or something. It's like, what does he use this thing for? Because I don't think it ever opens once in the show or the movie. Could be wrong.
He's got his blaster that he uses against Megatron. Get out of the way, Hot Rod. His blaster.
Yeah, but like when he, do you remember in the movie when he launches off of his truck bed?
He
already got his gun, so like he's clearly not carrying his gun in the truck bed.
Where is that? That's somewhere here. Oh, there we go. Boom.
Oh yeah, but he's already got the gun in hand when he launches off. The truck bed disconnects. He does this insane jump
over the other. He like pirouettes over
He kills like 3 Decepticons before he hits the ground.
Okay, here's the other thing about that scene that doesn't make sense. Why did the lasers bounce off of him?
I don't know. He's just so much more powerful in truck form.
Wouldn't they know that? Like, wouldn't the Decepticons be like, oh shit, like this stuff's just gonna bounce off him. Like, we can't shoot. We're not gonna be able to shoot him.
And then why like a million times too?
But then why is Megatron able to shoot him?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Again, kids movie. I'm explaining.
Yeah, like it just
he just drives into like these laser blasts. Like it doesn't phase him at all. He jumps up, kills 3 Decepticons instantly before it hits the ground, and shoots the rest of them until he,
Right.
finds Megatron and they do 1v1.
Right. It's not the most compelling Prime that I've ever seen. Like, I'm like, I look at this figure, I'm like, this is cool, but like, would I pay $90 for this?
That's $90.
Yes.
I remember that logo on the side. I remember having a toy like that.
So he's okay. I like the Prime. Optimus is a classic figure. I wouldn't rate him as the top. I think Ultra Magnus is.
Or maybe two to sell.
I think Ultra Magnus looks cooler than Prime. He
Yeah.
sucks. He kind of sucks.
His shoulders go above his head.
Yes.
And that always annoyed me too in the cartoon. I was like, what's going on, man?
Yeah, he looks obnoxious. I mean, he is kind of obnoxious. I never knew what he transformed into.
Yeah,
I feel like
how
he
many
does.
times does he transform in the movie?
I feel like he does do that in the movie, but like I don't remember a bed attached to him. Did he have a bed attached to him? I'm sure he did. I haven't seen the movie in a while.
I don't know.
He's also a leader because he can point.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the boxing these things come into. These things come in.
Yeah, yeah.
Boxing's cool.
Looks
The
like
art, the
it's from that
artwork of the
movie.
boxing is pretty cool. Springer is did I get to him? Oh, he's cool because he actually is like a 3-in-1 transformer. He's got like
Oh yeah, he was the one who was a helicopter.
helicopter in a car. Those looks kind of lazy. I feel like that back part just folds back into him, and then he's a car.
Huh.
Somebody has said I've not tried this. Again, I love the artwork and the boxing. Somebody said that these are really hard to transform. I wouldn't know because I've not had experience with this. But he's one of those like rare ones that's a 3-in-1 because he can
Right.
transform into a car.
Oh yeah, he could transform into like a. I remember that fight scene where he
Why
like
is he like? But why? Like, wouldn't you think other Transformers were like, why can't I turn into
two
things?
two different things. Like yeah, couldn't
Receptor's kind of.
Am I wrong about this? Couldn't the Decepticons fly and the Autobots couldn't?
Yes, I don't know
Why
why.
was that a thing? Like they could, like they would be in robot form and they could all just fly in the sky, and um, yeah, none of the Autobots did. Not even Optimus.
I think they had to launch from something, right? Or I don't remember. I can't even remember what was with the show. But yeah, I think you're right. Like some of them could fly. The Decepticons could, and for some reason, like they didn't have to transform into something. They could just launch and fly.
Yeah,
But
like they're
the
like
Autobots
Superman.
couldn't. I feel like that was in the TV show, but it wasn't like pronounced in the movie.
Yeah.
Because they definitely fly out like Megatron and them when they get found out in the shuttle, they fly out of the shuttle, and Megatron's like flying with his arms out, like
Mhm.
Superman kind of
Exactly.
flying and attacking. And for some reason, the Autobots can't do that shit. I always liked Blaster. Blaster was a good
He was
character.
cool. Yeah.
Perceptor, I pass. He's kind of boring. Cobb kind of sucks. I
Cobb, yeah.
kind
He's a
of.
grumpy
Though I
guy.
think you can take his arm off, which is kind of cool.
What?
I don't
Does
know.
he lose his arm in the movie?
Doesn't he? Yes, he does.
He does?
You
When?
can. There. It's not here. I cannot. It's not.
Oh yeah, they do put him back at some point.
Yeah. Hot Rod puts them back together. But
Did
like
he get blown up?
you can take his arm off and he can like hold one of his arms basically.
So wait, yeah, didn't he get blown up and Ultra Magnus both got blown up? And it's like, was that
This
true?
is the scene where he loses his arm, right? Like they're fighting the.
Oh, okay, yeah. He didn't die. He just lost his arm.
RC. I always liked
Which
RC.
how could that's another thing. Like Hot Rod finds them underwater. How do they swim?
The artwork's great.
How? Wouldn't they just sink?
I don't know. Again, I feel like movie plots that we don't think about until we're older.
It's just like heavy metal.
Blur's okay, kind of cool. Blah blah blah. Not. He's like again. These are like you can see the pricing. So obviously these are like the lower figures because they're cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Grimlock, fucking $400. I think this guy was probably $80 maybe when he first came out. Oh my god!
I do like Grimlock.
Grimlock's fucking.
When he like transforms from his
Yeah.
his dinosaur into his robot form, which you hardly ever see in the movie.
Grimlock's a badass.
Actually, it's like maybe the only in the first scene. Like as soon as the Dinobots transform into dino selves, they never go back. And he looks
Right.
so much cooler in his robot form than his
Well, yeah,
dinosaur.
he's like awesome. Like he just like, kind of bitches about things. Like he stays in his dino form for most of the movie and just
Mm-hmm.
bitches about things. He gets
They
shot
all
in the,
do.
well, yeah,
Okay.
all the Dinobots are big kind of fucking
Annoying. Yeah.
complainers. Um, Galvatron's pretty cool. I like Galvatron.
Yeah.
His artwork's cool. All the artwork's great on these.
Yeah.
They've released a number of Constructicons.
Mm.
Um,
The Constructicons were the coolest. Because like if you have all of them,
you
they
know,
can form a
if
Devastator.
if I went and bought some of these and I did end up investing in the Constructicons, I feel like I would create Devastator and just like never take him out of Devastator. Like,
No.
why would you take him out of Devastator?
No,
You just
yeah.
keep him in Devastator form. This is the one that got me on this whole thing. The idea for this
He's
shit.
only $100.
He was $35 when he came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a leader class, so he's a little bit bigger than the other ones. But yeah, he's got the whole fucking cape and crown. Love it. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
His artwork is great too.
That's the other thing about the Decepticons versus the Autobots. Didn't they have like several Decepticons you could like turn into like fighter planes? It's like the Autobots never thought to like turn into anything cool. Like they're all just cars.
For some reason, this Transformers on Hot Topic.
Huh. Hot Topic was still around.
I didn't either. What were you saying about Transformers?
Like none of the Autobots were like fighter planes or anything.
They did have some, but like they weren't in the movie. I don't think
Huh.
they do have. I remember from the show there were a couple that were, but not in the movie. Uh, okay, then there's Shotgun. See, there's not as many. I don't feel like I went through all of the Decepticons, so don't quote me on this. But I feel like there's more good guys that were released than bad guys out of this toy line.
Hmm.
Okay, let's stop sharing. So we went through the toys. What do you think is your favorite? I know my favorite. You know my favorite because I've already referenced it. But I think
Well, I don't think we looked at Soundwave will always be my
Soundwave.
favorite.
Well, Soundwave's all
That
dope.
was cool.
He's not released yet in the '86 series, though.
No,
Not yet.
he was the
Him,
coolest one.
Megatron, Astro Train, like those. I think they're two TBD. Take five, folks. Take five.
Where have the list on it.
All right.
Where did we leave off? You were showing me toys, and we were
Yes, we looked at the toys. We got to wrap this up. Both of our wives are going to get annoyed with us if we don't wrap this
Yeah.
up. So,
My wife is about to come home, and
cool. Okay, so let's Autobots, Decepticons. Your top. I'm a collector. I'm going to get these.
okay. I mean,
Rank
I feel like they're all going to be bad guys too. I mean, Optimus is going to be up there.
You know what? No, let me just make it easy.
I feel like Optimus is going to be 5 because I feel like the 4 before it are going to be bad guys. So definitely Soundwave, Devastator, Megatron, and the train guys.
Astro Train.
Astro Train. Probably Astro Train before Megatron, but I guess
If they made like a huge, obnoxious unit,
I mean, when I say Megatron, I mean Galvatron. I hated it became Galvatron.
Galvatron's gonna suck. What about Unicron? If they released like a gigantic,
Unicron, I always kind of hated the way he looked.
yeah, I never really liked him that much.
He had that weird mustache.
That's true.
Like why?
Sort of.
He was the only. Was
He
he,
looked
the
like
only robot who had a mustache?
He looked like a Confederate general.
He did.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was the only one with a mustache. It's like, why does he have a mustache?
That's true. None of the other well, the junk robots I think had facial hair. One of them.
Oh yeah, I guess they did. And Galvatron did.
That was always weird.
Yeah, it's like every robot that Unicron creates has facial hair.
Okay, that is funny. My top 5, definitely. I like the bigger ones. Like the bigger, I would want if I was a toy collector, I would want to focus on like the big ones. Definitely Optimus. I agree with you. Grimlock is up there. Grimlock is like one
Yeah,
I
he's
got.
cool.
I got to have.
Okay, right? I mean, if we did 6, like he'd be my 6th, probably.
Even though I don't like the character, I like the figure. I like Ultra Magnus. I have to have Coronation Starscream. That is just such a fucking cool figure. And probably Megatron. Like you with Unicron, like I like the idea of like a gigantic transformer like that, but I'm also like, I don't like the character that much. He's almost too powerful, and he kind of goes out like it seems almost too easy the way that he gets defeated. Like, let me open this thing. Okay, I opened the Matrix. He's dead. Cool. I'm the leader of the Autobots now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I did put this in the script. I don't know if Ray knows, if Ray remembers.
I saw some sort of surprise.
I have a surprise. We're going to end this episode with a surprise.
I bet it's the toys. We'll see. That was my guess when I saw it. This isn't a surprise. Like, you have to be showing me a toy,
I kind of
right?
figured you would know.
You
would understand what I'm going at here.
In the beginning of your collection.
We got this Transformer. Not just a Transformer, but because Ray and I are twins. I mean, there aren't twin Transformers, but there's 2 of us.
Yes.
They make duo packs. And I saw that, other than Coronation Starscream, I saw this pack, and I'm like, they weren't the biggest figures. I wish they were a little bit bigger, but I love I loved this fucking 2-pack, and I needed to get it. We got this a Transformer, folks. I opened the wrong zipper. Hold on.
Experiencing some technical difficulties.
What does that say, Ray?
That says Upside Down Transformers. Now it says Transformers the movie.
Transformers the movie.
Oh, so they're in a 2-pack there.
It's
who
death
is this
scene.
guy?
Braun.
2 guys who definitely died.
It's a death scene. It's 86 figure 27.
It's funny that they show them dying. They have like
they're the death. They're the death scene.
Exactly. Cool.
Okay, we don't have time to do this now. We will next episode. By the way, plug for the next episode. If you like this, again, like, subscribe. We watch YouTube, so we know people say that. And we're just starting out. We would love to get above 0 subscribers.
Yes.
And
I'll be subscribing. Bob will be subscribing.
Yes.
That's 2. You need a 3rd.
You can find us at Blue Sky. Look, you know what? Fuck it. I'll plug this shit next episode because I gotta figure this out. Our Instagram got canceled, by the way.
What?
It got suspended.
This is the first episode. Even before
I've not even used this shit. I tried to log into the Instagram today. It says you've been suspended because of the rights of our service.
What does that mean?
And I was like, the fuck? I was like, I'm not even posting on this fucking thing. I was like, I logged in just to make sure that I could still log into it. And then
this was Instagram?
This is Instagram.
Should be like, I'll cancel you, Instagram.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'll cancel you, Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Anyways, Braun, Ratchet, death scene. I will film us unboxing this. We don't have time to do it now. But the next episode, I would like for us, we're going to stick with our childhood memories, and we're going to dive into the world of gaming in the 90s and early 2000s.
Retro gaming.
I
feel like I knew we were going to talk about this. Like we're debating whether to do Transformers or retro games first.
Those are the 2 topics we could most discuss.
Should we talk? What do we
like? Well, I think we should discuss. And
you know what? System
to our audience. You guys should, if we ever get an audience, you guys should suggest topics that you want us to discuss. But I think you'll get it. You'll get an idea of what we like to, what things
we're like nerding out, niche nerding,
right?
Like, we're not those Marvel nerds who.
Right. Yeah. God, our nephew and our nieces used to tell me the fucking Marvel movies to watch and in what order. Fuck that shit.
I stopped watching after. After this bad guy Thanos. Okay, after Thanos, they kind of screwed them.
It's kind of like Dragon Ball. Like how more powerful can a fucking enemy get?
Go?
Oh, this guy can regenerate. Well, what the fuck are we going to do with the next enemy? How are we going to keep the show going?
Yeah.
Now everybody can regenerate.
It's like after Frieza, it's like, okay, that's much less interesting.
Yes.
But
Frieza was cool. But yeah, everything after that was fun.
Yeah. It's like, what? Super Saiyan 2, 3, 4? Like, What?
Why they just keep getting bigger and bulkier?
Um,
And their hair is long as fuck now.
yeah, I stopped watching Marvel probably after Thanos. They also screwed themselves because like their actor got in trouble.
Which one?
The next big bad guy.
Who's the next big bad guy?
It was the guy in the show with crap. What the hell was the show? I watched this show. Oh my God,
I agree, it is crap.
what was the show with the little clock character? I can't remember. This is where they brought in the multiverse. This was when they were starting to bring the multiverse ideas. Loki and the Loki show. Maybe it was just called Loki. Yeah, I think it was just called Loki.
So the guy who is Loki?
So the guy who's Loki, yeah,
He got in trouble?
he's part of some. He got roped into some sort of like time thing, and where they like the timekeepers who control all the multiverses and whatever the main timeline. Anyways,
I've lost interest in everything you're saying.
Yeah, I watched that show, and after that, like I haven't watched
Okay, so you guys in the audience, if we ever get above 0, tell us some things we should talk about, things you want us to hear discuss, things you want us to react to. Maybe we even do some react videos.
Yeah, I think so. I think
but
one of the ideas I have, I think we have to react to it.
Okay, but we're going, and there are things that I'm interested in that I'm going to rope him into, things that he's interested in, he's going to rope me into. We'd like to hear what you're interested in. Maybe you want to hear twins. We're twins. This is sort of niche, you know? Like maybe there are things you want to hear twins talk about. I don't know. I don't know what shit you want to hear.
We're in Cleveland.
We like
live
Cleveland.
near Twinsburg. Probably going to do a Twins Day episode.
Yes, we are twins that have never been to Twins Day. So.
Never been to Twins Day in Twinsburg.
So anyways, I think the next episode we're going to focus on retro gaming from our childhood in the 90s and the early 2000s.
We're talking Sega. We're talking Boom. PS1.
Boom. We're talking our Sega Saturn before our sister
Sega
poured milk on it.
Yes. And we had didn't we have the was that Sega Saturn? What was the first?
And dumped a bowl of cereal or something on Sega Saturn.
What was the first disc Sega?
Sega Saturn. Oh no, there was Sega. There was like Sega CD or some shit like that.
Yeah, didn't we have that? Did we have that?
We had Saturn. I think the Sega CD shit worked on Saturn though.
There was one really cool fighting game, I remember, on Sega Saturn. But other than that, I can't remember any of the games on it. Anyways,
short-lived.
Yeah, we're talking 90s retro gaming.
90s retro gaming, some 2000s. I think we should talk best games in those eras that we played, but also best franchises.
I feel like we're going to decide whether or not we're going to limit to a certain console or if we're just going to do 90s games.
I don't know. We'll talk more about it.
If we did PlayStation's easy. But yeah. We were Sega kids first and foremost.
Yeah, Sega over Nintendo for sure.
For sure.
All right, that's a wrap for the first episode. Thank you, Ray.
Cheers
for opening your home to me for us to film this.
Yes, you gotta.
I think
if it makes the cut, my dog did make a brew. My white little pit bull did make a little entrance there, but Noble Beast.
Hey, sponsors. Bookhouse Brewery, Masthead. We're drinking Masthead.
Yeah.
We love beer. We love that.
We love that green stuff.
Love that green stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Monetize this shit.
To all or one.
To all or one. Very last line of Transformers movie.
Transformers. This first episode was about Transformers. Everybody forgot.
Transformers and tangents. Okay.